After that, there's the architecture too, because this is going to be an EDM club. So this is just the machinery, right? This is not including architecture. Have not yet thought about that at all at this point in time. Let's give myself 3 blocks. I mean, I guess I should have known, right? A clock that distributes a simultaneous signal to, what is it, 28 different things. And not only that, but also a trigger for the 8 melody modules. I guess the good news is I can put the glowstone on the floor in between. That's not good news. It doesn't really matter. Never mind. Should I give myself more vertical space? I just realized that two blocks is kind of not enough for wires to cross each other. Can I do this without wires crossing each other? Should I have given myself 3 blocks of space? Hold up, let's think about this. The button, the waiting signal, and then the release, and then going up, which I don't even know how I'm gonna. Probably want to go from like one side to the other. I have 8 of these things, and all of them just go from one side to the other. and then the signal goes up on the other side from the buttons. It's probably the and then like they have like 8 parallel things. But even like 8 parallel things, 1, 2, 3, like there's gonna it can only be 2 blocks wide if it's 8 parallel things. Can I do this? Well, no, I can stagger them. I can stagger them. No, I can stagger them because like this is more than 2 blocks wide, isn't it? Can I fit this into something? No, it has to be 3 blocks wide. There's a loop here. I think it has to be at least 3 blocks wide. So I have to stagger them a little bit, and then they just like run in parallel from one side to the other. Alright, so I'm assuming I can do this on 2 blocks, but it's possible I'm gonna have to add an extra block, which means demolishing and rebuilding everything again. Alright, so let me try and think ahead a little bit, right? Try and do this a little bit smarter. And like, if I have to rebuild everything, to minimize the amount of stuff I have to rebuild. Which means I don't put this floor in yet. Right, I don't put the floor in yet because I might have to lower the floor by 1 block. Oh, thinking ahead! Alright, so we don't put the clock back in yet. We see if we can fit the melody triggers in 2 block space. If we can't, we have to add another block. The clock can definitely fit into 2 blocks. I mean, the clock only needs 1 block. Because you see how, I mean, it's not that complicated, the clock. The clock is slightly more complicated when we have to trigger the melody as well, but not that much. Oh, I shouldn't break the dark gray stuff. Not that it really matters. Alright, so here, and all of this is gone. Let me consider. So now that it's lowered down, we just extend this down basically to there, and that gets us, well, something. It's probably like 1 more, right? One, two. Why is it? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it needs 4. Okay. so we get rid of that for now. Get rid of the clock for now. So we know the clock is doable. Probably make a slightly better one next time too. Have it a little more well organized. Alright. So let's say dance floor. Like, this is just gonna be closed like that. Like, you don't even see all that stuff. Actually, where should I put it? Should I put it that way? Should put it that way. Let's have the buttons on this side. Now, if the modules are there, we have lights, and then we basically have no blocks, light and switch there. We can't get in the way of the switches, obviously. So then the melody switches, also the center point is there. How much space do we want? Two blocks? We start like there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of hard to get back there, isn't it? Maybe I should space this out a little bit more. We don't want it to block anything. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. That does kind of block that. Well, no, this can be like in the ground. We don't need a block up. We can just put it in the ground, can't we? It can be right there. Wild. Ideally, we have a signal to show that this is on. Buttons. Anyway, but that's a luxury that we'll try and have later on. No guarantees for now. Alright, so that's just in the ground, right? And then underneath here, we pick up the signal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Great. Okay. Again, I'm not sure I have enough space down here. not sure that I actually have enough space. Alright, where's my circuitry prototype? We want a 2-tick. Can I not have 1 tick? If it's 1 tick, it's too slow. I mean, this is too. If it's 1 tick, oops, 1 tick. If it's 1 tick, it flashes. But you know... Oh no, no, that's not right. That's not right at all. Okay, so it has to be 2, and then this is not gonna be there, this is gonna be back there on the clock. So it's only that. Oh, okay, no, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. Alright. We take a 2 tick and then we take a save. So from here, we need to that 1, 2, or maybe the other way. 1, 2, subtract. Where's my comparator? Subtract into a save loop, which, can I make this thinner? Maybe I can make this thinner, because consider this. Oh wait, the release has to come from the clock. And I guess the clock just comes from below. Well, this is gonna be more complicated than I thought, I guess. Can I do this? Well, the clock can actually... maybe not. Alright, let's say the release is there. And let's say the loop is there. That works, right? To loop, if I like do that. Right, and then the release is there. Alright, good. And then, so that saves a signal, and then when I get a signal, not there. How does the other bit work?